All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 10 of the GS500 Cafe Racer build. And as you can see, the bike is finally done. So let's take a deeper look at it. So the main thing with this build was really being able to do a see-through compartment under the seat. That's classic on almost every cafe racer, and I haven't really seen it anywhere on a GS500, so that was one of the main things I wanted to do, and I think it came out great. As you can see, you can go all the way through, no battery hiding here, no other electronic equipment, just the rear brake reservoir. Everything is hidden under the seat in a custom-built tray. The other main thing about this build is that I did pretty much 95% of the work. The only thing I didn't do for this build was the powder coating for the frame, the subframe, and a few other smaller parts. Obviously, I'm not a powder coater. And then I had a friend help me with welding the electrical tray, just because my welder wasn't the right one to use for it. But everything else on this bike was completely done by me. So I'll quickly start at the back and work my way to the front. And everything on this bike you can see in the prior episodes, so make sure if you're watching this for the first time to tune back to episode 1 of this series. The most difficult part of this bike was definitely the seat. It's made out of fiberglass and wood glued together. This was stained and then polished. This is a vinyl leather seat, and I did the stitching on it and the fiberglass underneath. This is just a shorty exhaust off of Amazon. It was about 20 bucks. And this is the original GS500 exhaust pipe, so this was just welded on. This is all custom paint job by me, besides the frame like I said earlier. These are new badges that go on the engine. Engine is all original, nothing done to it, although I did do new filters on the carburetor. So they're the nice cone filters, pretty sleek looking instead of the big airbox, which you definitely can't have on a cafe racer. We got new tires in the front and back. These are almost 2 sizes bigger on both the front and the back. So a little wider, a little thicker of a sidewall. The stock tires were pretty skinny, and I think the fat ones definitely look a lot better. On the front of the bike, we have a brand new headlight off of Amazon, nothing crazy. The controls and the levers are all stock. I was having trouble finding levers that would fit the bike and look good at the same time. I wanted to keep the electrical kind of simple, just because I know that would take me forever. And at the end of the day, this was a budget build. I did spend almost $3,000 on the bike between everything, but some things I really wanted to look good, and then there were other areas like the headlight and things like that where I shopped on Amazon and cheaped out a little bit. One thing I had to spend a lot of money on was the clip-on handlebars. I originally had a pair from Amazon for like 30 bucks, but those are complete garbage. Do not buy those. Definitely go out of your way to get a nice pair of handlebars. You know, your weight is riding on them. You want them to be supportive. These handlebars are by Vortex. I think I paid about $180 for them, but they were definitely worth it. They look really good. You can angle them how you want, and they have a lot of adjustments. So I definitely would recommend going with Vortex. And then also, as you can see in one of the earlier episodes, I went with a Sure-Eye battery for the battery of the bike. So the Sure-Eye is a lithium ion. It's a lot smaller. It's only about this big, weighs about 2 pounds when compared to a lead acid battery. The battery sits right under the seat. There's a small cutout that drops the battery about 1 inch, just so I didn't have to worry too much about it sticking up and then having to work the seat around it. Pretty much everything's hidden. I think it came out great. Definitely fits the cafe racer vibe. So that's about all the parts and components of this bike. Later I'm gonna do a video breaking down everything, so stay tuned for that. So this is the bike, 2001 Suzuki GS500. I think it came out great, and I think it's definitely time to take it for a ride now.